What is happening, and welcome to Photography Talks 2022. Hey, this is the first Canvas Print shootout for 2022. Now, if this is your first time watching one of these here, we've been doing these for now holy smokes, it's 3 or 4 years. Either way, a long time. And now let me give you up to speed as far as this is the first one for this season, and I'm going to share with you a little bit why we do these and how these will go down. So one of the reasons why we do this, the primary reason why we do this, if you go to Google and type in best canvas print, and you're going to find a handful of websites out there that are giving you a list of best canvas prints. The challenge with this here is if you take a close look at these lists that these websites put out, they have not touched a single print. Instead, what they're doing is they've just compiled a list of different companies and taken marketing information, photos from these respected companies, and just put them in list format. They've never even compared prints from any of these companies. So the unfortunate side behind this, you, the consumer, you go there and you're just simply looking for a quality print. It might be for yourself, it might be for a client. Either way, you go there in search of a good canvas print, and you see, okay, so-and-so is listed number 1. So you take for granted that, hey, this website is leading you down the path of greatness. The best canvas print that you can get for your money. So the canvas print comes in and you scratch your head and wonder, wow, is this the best I can get? In all reality, chances are it's probably not, but it's just a company where they got the most affiliate bucks to be able to display that company. So we do things a little bit different. So these canvas print shootouts, I'm going to grab I have a whole bunch of new boxes that came in from Canvas Prints. But anyways, like what we've done in the past, I'm going to crack open a canvas print in front of you. I'm going to share with you what I like, I dislike. I'm going to share with you everything from packaging, different things that I look for in canvas prints, and ultimately at the end of each video, we're going to have a score for that particular company. Now, previous years that we've done it, we put videos together in one big clump. Last year was the first time that we actually broke them up into small little micro-sized little videos. So therefore, if you're looking at company XYZ, you can jump on and take a look at this review. And at the end of the review, you may agree with what I have to say, you may not. But the gist of where this is leading is if you go out there and spend your hard-earned money on a particular print that we reviewed, you know or have a good idea of what to expect. Now, anyway, so at the end of each video, I think I mentioned this, if not, we're going to put a score as far as, and the scores are based upon a few different factors, and I'll put that down at the end of the video as well. We break down from tautness of canvas, the shipping. There's 5-6 categories. I'll put them on the screen here, but we give each one a score of 5 points, and so there's 6 categories that we scored total. And so, at any rate, the first print of the season, well, it's cut off. It says photo processing. It's from Brooklyn, New York. But anyways, we're going to crack this sucker open. Oh, almost forgot. Look, we put these videos together to help you make educated decisions. Now, if you find some value with these videos, do me a favor. Hit that like button down below. It really does help with the whole YouTube algorithm. And that said, my friends, let's now crack open this box here. Okay. This year, we're doing things a little bit different. Okay, that's that. Okay, so whoever the hell this is here, the packaging looks nice. You guys have seen in previous years, I always like when companies package the prints in kind of a recessed in a little insert like this. And the reason why this is important is if you have a print that's this one's coming from Brooklyn, and it's being drop kicked and thrown all over because FedEx and UPS, they don't give a rat's ass what you have in the box and so forth. And so anyway, they get it from point A to point B, and if that thing's shimming around, it's going to wear little white spots onto your print, and you don't want that, especially if you are shipping these or drop shipping these to a client. This print now becomes an extension of who you are as a professional. So you want everything from A to Z, and how it's shipped is also the initial curb appeal. So what I can say right now, this is really nice. Now let's find a knife here. Okay, so we have, make sure I don't cut myself. We have these little inserts right here that are tucked over, sandwiching, geez, if I can get that right. This print in here, nice and neat. Okay, so, all right, so I really like, who the hell is this from? Grant, I'm gonna have to jump on the line and look up the address. So we have some foam on the bottom here, so that is additional protection. Now this is wrapped in a plastic wrap as well. So this thing is really, whoever the hell this is, their packaging is actually fantastic. I wish I could see who the hell this is. Let me backtrack the address here.
Few moments later.
Oh, this is Printique. Okay, cool. Printique, if you guys happen to watch this, your address or your name of your company is cut off. All right, fantastic. So Printique, if you aren't familiar with them, they are a company that's owned by Adorama. All right, so now let's take a look at this here. We have, so basically this is one of those bags, and the print is just sitting inside of it here. Now if I can, oh, I see what's happening here. Okay, give these guys credit. This thing is really, oh, no wonder why there's tape on there. This thing is really sandwiched in there really nice. Alright, so now, okay, here we go. Boom. Alright, we can close this up. Alright, so now one of the first things you're going to notice here is we are going with a different size this year. So there's a few things that we've done differently. Now each year in the past we had, I always put this god-awful logo in the bottom. This year we passed on that and we just went, oops, here's the top, here's the bottom. We just went with some dark colors, solid image that I licensed off of iStock for this here. And yeah, so we're just doing things a little bit different this year, kind of spicing it up. Okay, so one of the things because I'm gonna tear this off here, I want to point out. So one of the things I like to see is mounting hardware. So they have taped this, and this is one of those. These things, I actually love this sort of mounting bracket here. I spoke about this last year, and I think the first time I saw one of these prints, at least I have prints all over my house, and this happens to be one of my favorite mounting brackets. And because I initially saw this by Pixel to Canvas, was it Pixel to Canvas? Pixel to Canvas out in Los Angeles. They did our wedding photos, and our wedding photos had these sort of brackets, and I like these because you don't have to be really exact with where you're putting your holes. If you're off a little bit, you have a whole ton of different holes that you can pop it in. And this thing is just something that you can pop into the wall yourself there. It's very easy. And the cool part about it, you don't need really any special tools to get that out of the wall when you're done. Okay, so first is first, I'm looking at the colors. And I'm looking for any weirdness in these solid. So one of the reasons I went with this particular print here is these large areas where it's solid colors. And if there's poor printing process, you're going to see some wackiness taking place. And I can say these colors look really fantastic. And one of the things I'm looking at right here as well is these drops right here. I wanted to see. That's another reason why I selected this here, is how sharp. I have a lot of lines, a lot of things I can look at here to see either noise, sharpness. Man, actually, that looks really good. Now, one of the things I'm looking at next is you want to have good tight corners. And I can say these corners are really nice here. There's nothing worse to seeing a canvas print where the corners are just kind of flopped over and it looks sloppy. Again, we're talking about curb appeal. A lot of things we're going to be talking about here take place behind the print, but still, if you have a client that's opening this up and things look sloppy, regardless if it's behind it, it is an extension of who you are as a professional. So again, we're breaking down literally A to Z. And I'm now looking at the frame. The stock looks good. The corners have nice tight corners, or I'm sorry, mitered edges to it. And again, if you guys have seen some of our previous episodes, you'll see companies that either A, don't have frames, we call them pizza boxes. And then some companies will have gaps in the frame that really looks bad, and over time that's only going to become a headache. And so these guys have a really slick kind of mitering process of how they're joining these together, which is really slick. I've not seen this before. So that is really cool. And canvas is tight. And I'm now just looking to see if we have any of the frame popping up over this, and which of course I do not see anything. Now let's take a look at staple frequency. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so we have 15 staples along the top. Ooh, excuse me, 16. Now this being a different size this year, we'll gauge this, but that is, the staple frequency is pretty darn good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, see, there's actually 17 on the bottom here. And let's check the mounting hardware to see if that is, so 18, okay. Mounting hardware is center, which is really nice. And here's another thing that I really like with this here. And it's like the chocolate at a turn down service. You have these little rubber bump stops. And if you aren't familiar with these are just, it's simple. When you hang this up against the wall, they hang down on the bottom, keep the print off the wall a little bit. And it's a nice little touch. So let's take a look at the scorecard. All right, friends, and there we go. This wraps up the first Canvas Print Shootout of 2022. Now, just as we've done in previous years, what I'm going to do is, as we progress through each of the Canvas prints that we're testing out, we'll put the other companies in the description below, so quick links over to the other companies that we've tested. And then ultimately, at the end of the year, as we get closer to the end of the year, when we crown the winner of 2022, we'll update all the links in the descriptions below as well. But friends, that is it. Now it's that time of the video where I'm going to ask you to do all that YouTube stuff. So of course, as I mentioned earlier, we put these videos together to help you get out there and make more informed decisions on which canvas print, which is going to give you the best buck based upon your needs. Because again, I'm sharing with you my observations on each one of these prints, as I keep bringing up over and over again. You may agree, you may not. At the end of the day, my goal here is to help you be more informed as far as what is a quality, what dictates as a quality print. And so therefore, you know what exactly your money is going to get when you go buying a print from one of these companies. Now, of course, if you find value with that, as I was mentioning a minute ago, hit that like button down below. If you're currently not subscribed to the channel, friend, what are you waiting for? We'd love to have you part of the family. And last but not least, so therefore you don't miss a single video upcoming of our canvas shootouts, hit that bell so therefore YouTube does its thing, and every time we post a video just like this, they're going to notify you, let you know that a new video is up there, and then cool, we get to see you again, and that's going to be fantastic. Well, friends, that is all I have here for you today, at least with this particular print review. So I'm going to be turning off my cameras. You get out there, stay healthy, and take your best shot.